Recording live from somewhere. It's the world's famous TITT. It's home team in the motherfucking
No
house.
question.
As always, it is I, Davis Backwards, and who state your name, gangsta?
Philmatic 365, aka Ill Phil. Live from Pittville. What's good, baby?
Hey, what's popping, man? We are conditioning this conversation right here to end up being episode 215 of the Tissue and the Tape podcast, Philmatic.
You already know, throwing up them doing all sorts of stupid shit with my fingers. But no, man, 215, that's a special number to us, man. That's the area code for my city of birth. For your home for 12 years. So it's only right that we call one of our favorite people in the world one of the official heat holders. Some of y'all, whether y'all realize it or not, y'all already know who this gentleman is, because if you've ever heard any of the Respect Heat Holder mixtapes, you already know who this gentleman is. If you've heard Heat Holder Radio, you know who this gentleman is. But not to toot our own horns, but if you've ever been to a clip show, you know who this gentleman is. If you ever had the fortunate opportunity to see Pusha T perform live, you know who this gentleman is. And if you rest your head at 757, you've tuned into this man when he's rocking the ones and twos on the radio. So without further ado, our brother, live and direct, we got the thoroughbore, Mr. Straight Fire himself, official heat holder, DJ Rick G's. What's good, family?
Yo. My introduction lit out here is popping.
You already?
That's right, man. What's going on, man?
Chilling, man. I didn't even realize that 215. I don't know if you can see me right, and I got all this Philly stuff behind me. I got the championship pennant. I got this Center City joint. I got all these Philly hats up here.
I mean, you already know what it is.
It just happened to be like that. It ain't on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
It's been a while since we spoke to our brother, ladies and gentlemen. But as always, we're here to have a great conversation. First, we got to conduct just a little bit of business and let everybody know that we are recording courtesy of ourselves. We also are affiliated with quite a few different groups. Ain't that right, Philmatic?
Also, you already know, man. Of course, the War Room Sports Podcast Network. Definitely check out the War Room, best sports show on earth, every Thursday from 6 to 8. Of course, we got our brother Randy over at Tally and Twine in their fine timepieces. So please check him out. Tell him who else we got, Bob.
So for those that don't know, we're internationally known. We're also we're out here a little bit. So
that's true.
It's heavy.
Stimulate Your Soul is the crew that we represent on the daily when we do our shows. We're also farside.tv. You can check us out there. Do your Googles, search and find us on there.
Familiar.
Get familiar. Shout to Maggie Tra. Shout to Brown out there with Farside. So
no doubt.
We're doing our thing right now. Again, affiliated with quite a few different crews right now. But one of the biggest brands that we're affiliated with, like you said, we're about to get into this conversation with, none other than DJ Rick G's, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, man. Mr. Straight Fire. Let's go. Yeah, man. I mean, this not even really like a combo. This is much like when we had G on. This is family. I mean, he's been rocking with us ever since day one, since we all went to Hampton together, the legit HU.
Yeah, so I've known y'all for 21 years now.
Yeah.
Crazy years. 98 when I met y'all.
For those that don't know, man, what floor were we on, man? We were on the third floor.
Yeah, so third floor south.
Yeah, third floor south, Harkness Hall. I was a pseudo resident assistant because I was trying to get into as much nonsense as my underclassmen were.
Vibe is the only non-gay RA.
Oh man, I don't know how to take that, but thank you.
You was the cool RA. Everybody else RA was like getting them in trouble when they brought chicks in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, listen, I was trying to sneak my own in.
Yeah, man.
So I ain't have time to be trying to discipline and police people that I was like 18. Not even. I was like 10 months older than. Like what I look like. So yeah,
Yeah.
no, you definitely right about that, man. They actually ended up demoting me. I actually ended up having to share my a hall because they were just like, yeah, I just was never there. I was
you wasn't doing
nah, I wasn't actually there to RA. So but yeah, but big salute to everybody. I know like college day. Yeah. College day and all that stuff is happening for a lot of people. And when you look, speaking of like HU and like alumni and whatnot, like DJ Envy, for example, people that follow him, he's actually he was on a college tour, I guess, last week. And I know he stopped through Hampton. A lot of the MCs and kind of people that we grew up watching, their kids are like graduating from college.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so young Jada.
Yeah. So, it's a beautiful thing, man. Geez, man, talk to us just about like what's the difference now with like I guess like parties now, like as far as for college now versus like back when you were actually in school.
Well, I don't really DJ that many like college parties anymore, but
yeah,
it seems like the city don't really rock with college students like that, and they have less places to party.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? They don't really want college students around. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if we was tearing stuff up back in the day.
Yeah,
and it led to that. I don't really know, but like yeah, they a lot of places don't want college parties.
Okay,
and
so do they try to confine them to the campus? Is that
yeah. Yeah, stuff is usually on campus.
Do they still have? I know they have like the like Hampton has the something at noon and like the student union or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
what it's called. Like the activity hour.
Yeah, but like, do they still have like union jams or like stuff on campus?
Yeah, they had the ballroom now. They still do Highland jams. They got the ballroom.
I still do Highland jams.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I've been to 0 Highland jams, by the way, guys.
Really?
I did get a couple Highland jams.
Yeah, never went to one.
You've been to one, yo.
Nah, never. So here's the thing about that, like just talking about just like college, and it's like it's important to have stuff like that because not everybody has a car, and like depending on what school you go to, like you don't necessarily have. I mean, I guess with ride sharing now you can get where you want to go, but
you gotta have money.
Yeah, you gotta have some money, right? So it's like it's tough to get around to the local club and whatnot or local whatever.
You was my ride sharing.
Yeah, right, exactly. So it's like those on campus parties are important, man. I hope they never die, for real.
Yeah, they still having fun. They they still doing stuff. There was a time when we was maybe like a year or two ago, we was on we was looking at Facebook.
Yeah.
And the Hampton University, the pirate page.
Yeah.
And we was getting a glimpse into what the kids was going into, but the problems they was having, and it was sounding crazy, but they got it all handled out.
Oh yeah. It wasn't anything to be proud of. Talk about Hampton pride or pirate pride.
A lot of that stuff was like set up, like they was like they were intentionally making the food look bad. Like the food wasn't looking bad. I forgot what type of food it was that they had. Like, looking crazy with flies on it or whatever. They just they didn't have nothing to do because of the activity hour. And at the time, I knew a lot of students, and I still know a lot of students. And like I just fixed the dude's I had to troubleshoot somebody's DJ equipment.
Yeah,
dude lived in Harkness. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
So he called an Uber to my house, and I dropped him back off over there at Harkness. And I'm like a consultant.
Yeah, you like so. That's like a real consultant thing. Wow, that's cool, man. It's like some mentor stuff.
Yeah,
that's cool though. All right.
And then I've been to a lot of. They always have me hosting DJ battles over there at HU.
Okay.
They're fun. They're not like everybody got a controller, so it'll be 4 dudes on stage with they each got a different whatever controller that they have. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a different controller, and they do different categories, and it's a lot of fun. I didn't get to do it the last one, but I did the last couple. And we're judging.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's different though than like the DJ battles of the past, where it's like literally almost everybody had the same. Yeah. Well, yesterday like everybody had the same equipment.
Yeah, like like one thing that they did, I remember, was like they picked names out of a hat, and each name had to do a different city. So a dude had to do Baltimore, a dude had to do Jersey, a dude had to do the South. You know what I'm saying? And since it's Hampton, there's mad women there, and they're on the steps in the student center.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They're all on the steps, and it's right there. And the dude that gets the crowd hype the most, and I think is the one that wins. You know what I'm saying? And it's a party in itself. So
yeah, no, that's what it's about, really. I mean, you mentioned the crowd, like, a lot of times, and maybe you could speak to this, maybe not the college experience, but kind of moving on to the nightlife part of things, like, a lot of times, like, people are they're holding their phones up the majority of the time. They're not even dancing now. Not even holding drinks at this point. Like, it's almost really like people ain't even there to drink or dance. They're just there to hold their phones and, get the best angles. What do you see when, about that?
Well, that's up to the DJ. I don't see all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If people dancing, they can't do both. I still make people dance when I DJ.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I see it a lot though.
yeah, it's a certain type of it's a certain crowd for that, and fortunately, I don't have to be around that certain crowd. I go to places that people know they're gonna have fun. They know they're gonna have it's a theme for the night or something.
I know, like being in Vegas a couple months ago, we went out a couple nights, and like you said, like with there, you got so many people from so many different places. That's probably kind of like the anomaly out of that. People are really there to show off, in a sense, to kind of show people what they're doing. And if they have a good time in the process, then that's like a byproduct of it. But like you said, like the things that you're curating, and even you did our homie's wedding, almost like a year and a half ago.
New Jersey's wedding?
Yeah, that joint was jumping, man.
Oh yeah, you wasn't the joint. And it went.
I was in the joint. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Y'all had on Jordans, right?
Yeah, but look, I held you down. Yo, don't forget, I held you down because like they were so disorganized as far as like the
order. Yeah. The order when it came out.
I'm just saying, just period. Like, yo, I'm like, yo, you good? Like, you need a drink, you need some food, like something. Like, yeah, they just had G's just straight, just like over there on the side, just kind of just like playing music. And I'm like, I just know from my experience from events, like, you got to take care of the DJ, man.
Always take care of the DJ.
Yeah, that's like rule number one. Like, if he ain't happy, nobody happy.
I do have it is like subconsciously when it's time to eat.
Yeah.
If the bride offers me some food, the shit is gonna be lit. You know what I'm saying? Right. If the bride don't offer me food, fuck this wedding, man.
Yeah. But look, I had walked over and I'm like, I know you, so I'm just like, yo, I see you over there, like you're doing your thing, you're playing like the the 90s, the R&B, like getting people in the mood, like people grooving. And I'm just like, yo, has anybody came over to check on you yet? You just like, nah. I was like, oh no, we can't have that, man. What you drinking? What you eating? Like, like let's get it. Like
they you can leave the booth,
right? I mean, yeah, so and they had like tickets and stuff like that too. So I don't even think they gave you one.
Nah, I don't even know what tickets are. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It was like so it's like so the fat dude won't go up to the joint and get 9 plates basically.
Yeah.
But nah, man, it like I said, we've been able to kind of see you in all different types of, whether it was the college party, whether it was the nightclub, whether it was the radio, whether it was the wedding, whether it was the festival. I've just named like 5 different.
Yeah, I see.
Like we've seen you in so many different platforms, I guess, so many different instances that I guess we're kind of spoiled. Phil, like what else? I guess like you produced a mixtape for my man. What's my man's name?
Who you talking about?
Oh, the kid that he nice too.
Not Mache or something like that.
Chemist, you talking about Chemist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you joint with him? So I mean, again, like you doing the joints with us, it's just like an endless. And I guess that we could talk about that for a little bit too.
Respect Heat Holders. I want to say number 3.
Yeah,
that shit is crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean they're all crazy.
I mean,
that's probably
that one. The first one and the third one are probably my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Talk to us about the what you got going on as far as the Turntable Institute.
Well, yeah, me and my man DJ Kari, we teach classes. We got a bunch of We've got a lot of students and a lot of people are interested in the class, and it's a fun class. And we're teaching the art of DJing, how to DJ, the whole lifestyle of it, how to mix, how to blend, how to play the right music at the right events. You know what I'm saying? People want to learn tricks. We got DJs that's already out there rocking, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of dudes that's already DJing that just want to learn how to scratch, and you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of people that want to learn from the basics. So
yeah.
Do y'all teach them like a dojo? You like make them carry crates, like
wax on, wax off, literally.
We do use vinyl sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We do be rocking with the vinyl sometimes, and show it because nowadays everybody's looking at their computer when they DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to look at the records and look at the crowd. I don't really like it when they show people DJing, they looking straight at the computer. You know what I'm saying? And that's it's kind of cheating with the Serato thing.
Yeah,
you can see the audio. You know what I'm saying?
Serato is one of the greatest inventions ever, but also one of the most.
It's a cheat code.
Yeah, it's definitely a cheat code, man. Like there's 100,000 DJs that would not DJ if there wasn't for Serato.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't know. There's no way to prove that. You know what I'm saying? Because there was back in the day there was DJs, there was dope DJs and there was whack DJs, and they had we always talk about how it was limited amount of vinyl. That's not true because there was bootleg white labels, and you know what I'm saying? It was like if a song came out, you know what I'm saying? It was sometimes it was a different amount of time between me hearing that song and like a week or two that song being in the stores. You know what I'm saying? And I can now, we could DJ with Tidal. I could DJ with my Tidal playlist.
Yeah.
That's
not even with the playlist. I could just search songs just straight from Tidal if I got Wi-Fi in the party. You know what I'm saying? And I do that all the time. So I got basically access to everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. So it's limitless with what I could do.
Yeah.
And where I could go with it. And everybody don't even think like that. So it is what it is. It hasn't stopped me. It ain't stopped me, and I don't feel like I lost a gig to some dude that just got a little controller. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I got controllers and I like controllers, but I haven't DJ'd a party with one because of the aesthetic, and I don't want people to be like, why you got this? You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they're not gonna want to pay me as much, right? Because I got the small controller. You know what I'm saying?
Why you got this?
Why you got this?
Yeah, they gonna look at me crazy. Like
Yo, don't be mad when we put that on the t-shirt, man.
Yo, like,
why you got this, dog?
Like, why you got this?
I'm trying to see if that joint is even in here in my room, but yeah, like I could beat juggle with scratch and go crazy, and people never even see nobody do that or even know that you could do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I could get ill with the smallest controller out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I still just take my turntables to the club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, like you said, there is a certain aesthetic to it, just because like when people see it, like I said, when I first got here, like one of the, I mean, besides the fact that I've loved Philly my whole life, and like my cousins like that I looked up to, like they were like the hugest Philadelphians, but like one of the reasons why I really was just into like why I stayed there and why I was there for so long, like talk about 12 years, was because I always heard that Philly was the land of 10,000 DJs. Like growing up, like land 10,000 DJs, like the best DJs come from Philly, like da 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 da. It's just always something that I was just always just fascinated with. And one of my goals was to eventually actually kind of get to that level. And as towards my end of my time there, like I had turntables and I was going to the record store all the time, and I know that. And like I was kind of in like somewhat of a community of guys that were just playing vinyl, and we would just like trade ideas and stuff like that. But it wasn't really until I got to Texas where I went to something similar to what you guys are doing. That's the Turntable Institute, or here it's called Dub Academy, and I took like 5 courses, like from just like all the way from just like not knowing anything all the way like to like actually like playing out. And that really helped me. Just kind of just really just hone my skills and whatnot. But there's a huge market for it. Like people just like go on dates to do that. You know, like they do all types of stuff. Like they have like corporate companies come through and do that. Like kids, like Valentine's Day, like they have couples come through and have like a date.
I seen a chick doing what was it? It was a scratch and sip. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like people are making money doing this, man.
And that was in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We got an idea. The chick that worked with us had an idea about that. I'm saying before I even heard of that. So
Yeah. I mean, that's dope though, and I mean, it's endless. People are really infatuated, or really fascinated, I should say, like more respectfully. Like, it's such a dope art form.
Yeah.
So, it's definitely you're on to something. Obviously, Phil, I always say he probably missed his calling. He probably was supposed to be like,
man, the way my fingers were was just like, like I can select the song with the best of them, but as far as like, man, they be like, yo, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, hey, dog, hold on, get the 1 second. It's like, no, I respect every DJ that's rocking the party, especially, I mean, like I said, we've been in parties with G's. I mean, just to keep that crowd into it, because a crowd will turn on you quick. But more specifically in a concert, like I was at the Push show at the Norva, and just to keep that crowd like that was tired of the opening acts, they was ready for Push to come on. G still did his thing before they even got to bring Push out. So
I'm glad you mentioned that.
He had them so hyped before he even came out, and then they just burned down the whole album. I mean,
as a musical director, like to kind of just Phil, I'm glad you mentioned that. Like talk to us about like, why do rap niggas take so long to get on stage, like I go to see like the Arctic Monkeys or the Black Keys, and like the ticket says doors open at 7:30, show begins at 8.
Yeah,
them niggas is on the stage at 8:01.
Why ask why?
I know, but I want to hear like as a musical director, as a DJ, like why do rap niggas waste? Because like I'm old now, right?
Yeah, you don't want to see all that. Nobody.
I don't want to see no local acts. I'm sorry if you like.
So the promoters make money off that, right?
Because you're buying drinks in the meantime.
No, because niggas pay to perform.
Yeah, but it can't be that much though.
Niggas will pay a couple G. Niggas will pay 3,000 to open up for Push.
Wow.
My man asked me like, yo, it was a Jeezy concert. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, should I pay this G? And I said, no, you don't. You get paid to perform. You don't pay to perform. You know what I'm saying? You get paid to perform.
Wow. So niggas is out here.
I told him that. So he did that. So if you were a promoter and you know what I'm saying,
you're selling those slots.
Yeah. So you could probably make 10 G's off of 4 acts. You know what I'm saying? 4 local dudes. And sometimes the promoters got artists. You know what I'm saying? They want to get their artists from exposure.
Yeah, sure. I understand that.
Yeah. I don't like it either because
I'd have an opening act fest.
There's been a lot of times that I've gone to shows and I didn't even see the artists I wanted to see because there were so many open acts. Like,
right.
I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't pay for. The things that they give you to go in the shows. You know what I'm saying? What's that called? The little paper things.
With a voucher?
Yeah.
A ticket?
Yeah, tickets, yeah. People always ask me for them, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go to shows for free.
Yo.
You're right about that.
Yo, I was like, yo, he can't.
I was trying to keep. I was like, oh, what? Like a voucher or like a pass?
He got to be
talking about like a pass, right?
Yo, that's
like,
how you know.
I was joking. It was a joke. I was joking, but it's like tickets. Like I don't.
Yeah. I know.
You know what I'm saying? I don't be needing tickets for shows. You know, I know we tour with so many people that if somebody I want to see is in town, I probably know the manager and they put me on a list or.
Right.
I'm saying they know me at the Norfolk. I could just walk into a show I ain't even got no business being in because I DJed at the Norfolk so many times. They probably I could just walk backstage. Like I wouldn't do that, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Plus our MCS Turntable Institute is right 2 doors down from the Norfolk now anyway. So
right.
Yeah, and whatever show, wherever, you know, the radio station, I get passes. I'm always in the shows I want to go to, but
Right.
yeah, the opening acts is a crazy thing.
But just even with that though, like for example, like I don't know, like rapper X and rapper Y, like if they're doing a tour together, I know they're not coming on stage before midnight, man. And like for somebody that has to go to work the next day, like that is totally like not appealing at all.
Well, you know, when we was on tour, this last Daytona tour, it had three acts, and they was on the bill. It was Valet,
yeah.
And then I'm thinking who else it was.
It's a wild name to me too, by the way.
And it changed up. It changed up in different places. I'm trying to remember whoever. I can't remember who else was on the tour, but yeah, there was a time when Phony People was on the tour.
Yeah.
And who else? It was somebody else. Bernard Jabs, young dude from Def Jam, and you know, switched up. So yeah, there wasn't no opening acts. Well, I'm not gonna lie. There were a couple cities that were opening acts, but
it was so early that it didn't really like play a factor.
It wasn't mad opening acts. It was just like one. Like because it's always like a liaison between the venue. You know, it's the venue, the promoter, Creative Live Nation or whatever, and then the artist. You know what I'm saying? So the local dude is gonna get his man on. They always gonna try to get their man on.
But yeah, but like Phil was saying, as far as like the DJ to kind of bring the energy back up after those acts have totally taken all the air out of the room, it's definitely an important role. But again, like he's like I can't stress it enough, man. Like that's why I hate rap shows. Like I hate them. Like to just wait. Like if you get there when the doors open, you're in for a long night. And I mean, obviously you don't need to.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that though.
You cannot.
You gotta go. If a show says 9 o'clock, you got to get there at 11. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to see your main artist, you got to know if that venue has like a curfew or whatever. You would know in your city if that venue closed or if it stay open till 2 or till 5 or whatever. But yeah, sometimes I go to at 11 and still be fucking early and shit.
Yeah, man. Still had a local acts on there.
Yeah. I went and saw Ghostface one time. I didn't even get to see Ghostface, man. I seen Core Mega perform. This nigga came out the crowd.
Oh.
Got on stage. Like, what the
fuck?
Yo. Okay, we just want to just like cover a whole bunch of DJ culture things and also talk about YouTube. But talk to us about we talked about the radio station, but talk to us about this Something in the Water festival, man. Like this is something that's probably been needed in the 757 area for
shout out to Pharrell
for decades.
Yeah, definitely. I just feel like I hope it hasn't happened yet, so I'm hoping it's monumental. It just looks like it's going to be monumental.
Yeah, it looks like it.
You know what I'm saying? It's already monumental at this point because I know people coming from out of town.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It just put Virginia on the map. Crazy,
Yeah.
I was never trying to say that negative because I'm not a fan of Virginia Beach. I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not either. I'm from there. I'm not.
I get mad tickets when I go to Virginia Beach, and I get stopped. Sometimes I don't even get a ticket to just stop me, and it's crazy out there. But this could make it. They just need to change their ways out there. So
because this could have been happened.
Yeah,
it actually should.
It looks like
already happened.
I think this is a step towards them changing their ways. Period.
Yeah. Like Phil and I always talk about this, man. They've lost out on billions of dollars. Like even if you didn't want to be like Hilton Head, or you didn't want to be like Daytona Beach, or you didn't want to be like Miami Beach. Like Virginia Beach is still like so close to so many large cities to where it really
it's like right in the middle.
It has to be. It should be one of the fly vacation places.
It should be, right? Like and it's just the racism has just always just put a dark cloud over the earning potential for there. So I've always just been, just disappointed.
Well, all those places you mentioned, they're all built the fuck up because off of that tourism.
Yeah.
They might complain about it, but they still catch.
I mean, they've made billions of dollars off tourism.
They still wet nose willies.
They still what?
Wet nose willies.
Oh yeah.
Wet Willie's has got to be the lamest fucking place on earth. Right? I'm not even gonna start talking about.
I've never been there.
It's frozen Kool-Aid, for $32.
Oh, you talking about in Miami?
Yeah. fucking lame. But anyway, yeah, Virginia Beach. This something in the water. It seems like it's going to be super official.
Again, like this, what he has as far as just like, just his ability to get people to rock with him.
Yeah, I mean, but who hasn't Pharrell worked with and or influenced? So I mean,
yeah, and then he's got Adidas behind him, so
that's a different kind of money.
Yeah, so I mean, I love festivals. You know what I'm saying? Like we perform at so many festivals per year. Like we do at least probably 20 festivals a year, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I was gonna brag and show you all my lanyards, but no, I'm not gonna do that. But
fuck it, let's.
I think we've seen them though. Yeah,
I posted them before, but it's just mad.
We're in the booth with you this time. Shit. Let them know.
And we probably done every major festival. I can't think of a festival that we haven't done.
I know one.
What was one we didn't do?
Austin City Limits Fest.
That sounds familiar.
ACL Fest.
We may have done that.
It's in October.
I don't know. I got to look.
The last couple of headliners they had like Jay-Z, Kendrick, Drake. It's in October in Austin. I feel like Push hasn't been to it yet though.
Okay, we got to check the history, but well, if that might if that's the only one, then you know what I'm saying we still did.
Yeah, you still I'm just saying this in terms of this. I'm looking forward to that happening. Not that's like
if it ain't done, we got to do it. You know
exactly. That's definitely got to happen. He would kill that.
Yeah. So festivals are a great thing. And
now, how's it feel though to be in the backyard in the second home? I mean, you're going gotta tear this thing down, man.
Yeah, I don't even worry about that. It's just like I just anticipate having a lot of fun. Like I want to see. We're performing one day. I want to be there the other 2 days and enjoy it. Like we go to festivals sometimes. The hotel might be like 10 hours, 10 miles away. If it's somebody I want to see, I'm staying. After we perform, I'm sticking around. I'm gonna catch an Uber back. I'll figure it out. I like seeing performances, and usually people on festivals give you a good show. So
they do at Something in the Water, who are you looking forward to seeing?
Teddy Riley.
Yeah, that's gonna be bananas.
I'm interested to see Missy. I mean, I saw her back like she only Super Duper Fly was out like the last time. So you know how over at Convocation. I mean, and
I remember that.
But her performance, like I've seen her on TV and shit like that since, and her performance looks crazy. I have to imagine being at home, she's gonna kill it. Same with Teddy Riley.
Yeah, that name trumps everything I see on there. It's like what? Teddy Riley,
New Jack Swing.
Yeah. I might grow a box. You know what I'm saying? Just for that.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be crazy. I mean, he again, like just when he just kind of just announced everything. Of course, you saw Push, you saw Migos, and it's like, okay, like this is legit. And then he was like, oh wait, and Friends, and then it started to
Diddy,
Snoop. Usher,
here
crazy
recently. Friends, yo.
Yeah. So I mean, that's gonna be recently added. Chris Brown and Uncle Charlie.
His Rolodex is crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, who you think still has a Rolodex? So
Harvey Weinstein.
Oh man.
Yeah, so the only thing bad about this festival is that people been coming out the woodworks that I ain't seen in years hitting me up for tickets.
Come on. But like, yo, all right, so talk to us about that, man. Like the $125 or $150 that it would take for them to just keep their integrity and not like play themselves like that. Like people don't know that they should just go ahead and spend the money. Like, why would they hit you up for that? Why do you think?
Because they ain't thinking.
Like seriously, like you like, yes, we definitely like lean on you to create these, wonderful mixtapes for us, but like Phil and I could we would never be like, yo, geez, yo, like,
well, wait a minute now.
No, I mean, I talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Phil, I talk to Phil. You know what I mean?
But that's just what I'm saying though. Like that's how you know. Like it's just
Don't
like
block my blessings now.
But seriously though, like it's just one of those things. Like we're saving our ask for like when we really need we really need to be in the building. Yo. Not for this, man. You can go ahead and like put your credit card online and get a ticket, man. You know, like
yeah. I mean, you're the only person I know in Austin, so if I'm in Austin, definitely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm putting you on the jump before I even ask you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You already got tickets. So
I almost ran down to San Antonio. It just didn't work out for me the night that y'all were there, like for the Daytona.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it just didn't work out. But
hold on, we didn't do.
Maybe. Yeah.
We did Houston.
Houston. Yeah, maybe it was Houston. You know what it was? Didn't y'all have original dates and then it got changed or something?
The wedding, right? That's why.
I think so. They just chopped them a bunch of dates off and then
they chopped them off.
And they switched a couple up.
And they did. San Antonio was on there originally, and they never added it back. That's what it was. But man. Yeah. Man, just in terms of just like the brand of Pusha T, the brand of Rick G's, you guys have been busy over the past decade. Like what's next, man? You started the Institute, you know, you got the website, you got your show on radio. You know, obviously you've done some production. Like what's one thing that you have not done that you're like fiending to get into?
I really want to get into more production. I'm learning that, you know, you got to learn how to mix and everything, mix your music down. You know, I'm learning that. You know, I've been rocking with Ableton for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot of remixing. I'm trying to just get my remix game bigger. You know, making party remixes of songs using Ableton. I got a bunch of I made a couple kind of New Orleans bounce-esque type joints.
Yeah.
And all the DJs on the radio station playing them. I just, I send them out. And
nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to be traveling as Rick G's, a little bit more when we're not touring. So it's been working out.
Yeah, man. I mean, one of the best in the world. Why not?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you see your, like you said, traveling as Rick G's? Like, would you still try to always have the radio residency?
Yeah, as long as it, I love radio. People to this day still see me and they say, I listen to Friday Night Bangers, or you be killing the 12 o'clock flashback. And the main thing people say when they see me, they say, yo, you sound taller on the radio. Right. So, but yeah,
that's some crazy shit to say. Yo.
Sound taller on the radio.
Yeah, everybody says that. They always say that. But if I'll be in places and then somebody be like, "What up, Rick G's?" And then somebody be like, "Are you Rick G's?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the name's known in VA, and that's I'm trying to expand it worldwide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean that's obviously the goal. I mean, we've seen the people that you've gotten props for from Premier to Flash, from Pharrell.
I mean, you can stop right there. Like DJ Premier and Grandmaster Flash. Like,
yeah, yeah.
I mean, you could. Nah. Hey, man, if Premier ever says,
hey,
if you give me like the Magic Johnson finger point,
yeah,
like that, it's a wrap. You ain't.
Yeah.
I'll cut this mic off right now.
Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah, I could just quit DJing and just be a math teacher. You know what I'm saying?
But would you ever be the game DJ for the Eagles at the Link?
Yeah, I would love to do something like that. I was just saying because 2 weeks ago I was the DJ for the MEAC basketball tournament.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, I wasn't the DJ. I was the MC.
Yeah.
And DJ Kareem was the DJ, and I did it last year. They had Easy G DJ from the radio station, but that's fun too. That was a lot of fun. It was lucrative, and it was everybody sees me there. A lot of people posting me on Instagram and see me on center court hosting games and Phil, you peeped that right. Like when you use that word right there, that's when you know it's paper, man.
Lucrative.
When you say that,
I didn't hear nothing else.
I didn't hear nothing else you said, but it was lucrative. Like that. When you start talking like that, that's like okay. Like
I need some lucrativity in my life. You know?
different type of bag right there, man.
That's like a chest.
Yeah,
that's not a bag.
That's like luggage.
Yo, I was just saying, right? You can't say a bag got to be over a certain amount, man.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Niggas be having bags and it be like Ziplocs. Like no, you ain't got a bag for real.
A baggie. They got a baggie.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm about to start saying that. I'm about to get this little baggie. I'm about to start saying that. I'm saying,
but lucrative implies like a war chest. Like,
but that implies like a wire. Like there was a wire involved,
like some shit. Captain Jack Sparrow.
A transfer. Yeah, it was digital money.
Not like you had a 48 digit account number.
But yeah, that's every year I'm trying to tell people the price. I'm just trying to have the price go up every year.
That's what's up, man. They gonna start paying you in bearer bonds and shit like that, like a like a James Bond movie.
Have your daughters shown any interest in it?
Nah, I tried to show them at once, but no, they're into different things, and
yeah,
I'm not gonna force nothing on nobody.
Yeah, of course.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, my daughters, I got them a piano, and they was playing it, but now I threatened to sell the piano, and they don't even care. So
yeah. What's crazy? I grew up with a piano in my grandmother's house, and like I never touched it. I was like just opposed to messing with it, and it wasn't until I was an adult so I really got into piano, and I like kick myself now because I'm just like, yo, like that joint was literally in front of my face for my whole life. I don't know, something about it. I don't know.
Yeah, my grandma had one at the house too, and I never did. The champ played, did I ever tell y'all like how she almost filled in for Goody Mob, yo?
What?
Yo, this 100% true story. So they were performing in at University of Syracuse, and they use a live band, and they needed a piano player. And they were in the mall, and she saw him. They was like, she was like, I play piano, and then they was like, you wanna you wanna perform tonight? And she was like, nah, I don't. I'm just taking lessons. But they was really gonna have her like I was every time like one of the songs we in the car or something to come on up and I was like, see, man, like I was like, that could have been you on self therapy, like.
That ain't even a hard line to play.
But no, that was crazy though.
Yeah.
Like, but she still can play a couple joints. But yeah,
it's one of the most amazing things to see people that really have a mastery of that. Just like turntables, it's just
yo,
you can't fake it.
I have all the respect in the world for musicians, and a DJ is a musician. Let's be clear. Like you are an artist.
Yeah, definitely.
Last time we talked to you, man, we talked about the fact that you you gave us a really interesting perspective on sports, and you gave us the disclaimer that you don't know nothing that's going on in the sports world right now, which is fine. But you said, it really stuck with me. You're like, people rooting for these guys, and they're not even from the city that you're from, and they're like living and dying on each play. It's like, yo, why don't you go outside and play football yourself? Or like go outside and play basketball yourself? Like,
yeah,
you just sitting there. But the other thing that you said was that you weren't going to be rocking with the Eagles as long as they had Chip Kelly as the head coach. And this was like almost going on 3 years ago. And you said, I'm not watching another game. Like, I'll play football out in the yard by myself while the games is on. I'm not watching another game until he's gone. So he gets fired.
Y'all sent his ass to me.
He goes to the he goes to the Niners. He doesn't have any success there either. But in the process, you draft a franchise quarterback. He gets hurt. And then you have this backup that leads you on this amazing run. Now that it's happened, did you ever think that you would actually be participating in a parade on Broad Street for the Eagles?
I missed the parade. I missed the parade, but
did you ever think that one would exist for you to miss?
Nah, but I just want to say, I shed a tear over that. You know, I shed a couple tears over that game.
You weren't alone. There was so many people.
Yeah.
We saw them.
You know, and I wasn't even watching football that year. What, last year? I wasn't even watching football. I might have caught like 2 games because I just happened to be in Philly on a transition to somewhere else.
Yeah.
And there was a couple times I would land in Philly and have or be driving through Philly, and I'll just stay at my parents' house, and I got to drive back to VA. My car might be in Philly or something, and I flew to, and I caught just like monumental games, like important games, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna watch it because I'm with my parents, and it's just a traditional thing. So, and then the Super Bowl, I was here in Philly. I mean, I was in VA, and as soon as the game was off, I drove straight to Philly. I was straight to Philly. I was hyped. Yo, I didn't even listen to no music. I was hyped. In my head, I'm screaming, I'm crying.
But tell them how fast you got there, though.
I got there like 4 hours. I was out.
Yeah, it's about a 5.5 hour drive for the record, for the people that are familiar with the drive. It's about a 5.5 hour drive. And that's being modest.
I got a shortcut, Ray, that I've been going since college. But if you don't speed, it'll be 5 hours. So if you speed, like 4:15.
And if you speed, you're getting pulled over with a couple tickets if you speed. Yeah. So you gotta
fuck you, Temperanceville.
There's a couple places that you can speed, but I'm not gonna say that, Yeah. So I don't want nobody caught up. It's a certain way you gotta do that thing. But anyway, I was up in Philly. I got all my championship gear. You can see I got the pennant right here. You know what I'm saying? And like I was crying and I was like, yo, man, we won the bowl. And I love the sport of football. Like I said, I'd rather play than watch other people play. You know what I'm saying? It's like at basketball. If you had a basketball game, you'd rather get on the court if you got skills. So, it was a good look, and I was hoping that because it was another thing I didn't like about football was that the Philly reputation and the fans, because that shit is like real ugly when you go to them games, and it's like a 40-year-old white man cussing at your wife. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. Just the whole mentality of that. And I hope the Super Bowl will like calm some of that shit down, because people was mad because we never won a bowl, and that shit was like, if you put all your energy into that shit, that would frustrate you if you got all your energy into that shit. Like that's one of the reasons I stopped, because I was like, the Eagles will lose, and then I got to go to work and I got to hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? And people go in and talk about it all day, everywhere I go.
I mean, there's a certain we won't name his name, but there's a certain Tampa Bay Bucks fan that's still wiping off his glasses. Yeah,
I would apologize to dude. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I apologize.
You buy him a beer, get him some wings now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
We're not even gonna go into that.
Yeah.
That shit was wild.
Yeah, that's all good. But seriously though, I can agree with that. Kansas City Chiefs fan here. They won a Super Bowl like 50 years ago. So it just doesn't make any sense, to me when I see Phil, celebrating, the fact that his team has had such success, and then the Eagles. But
even that success was over 20 years ago. I mean, it might as well be 50. There was no HBTV.
It might as well not.
I always before winning the Super Bowl. Before we won a Super Bowl, I just always was just an Eagles fan because my dad let me objectively pick a team.
Right.
And first, when I was probably like 6, I was a Redskins fan because I had Doug Williams out the Wheaties box.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, I just became an Eagles fan. Their games are entertaining. Win or lose, since back in the day in the late 80s and the 90s, they had some great defensive plays and they had some crazy offensive plays. And this, like, I don't really care about winning and losing sometimes. It's just it's entertaining, you know what I'm saying? Like even if I play some sports if I get a couple tackles, I played some football last year in Portsmouth with some dudes. I had a couple tackles. You know what I'm saying? I was
You're a brave soul, man.
You know what I'm saying? And all these dudes bigger than me. You know what I mean? I'll be working out.
You are a special individual.
Yeah, you're a brave soul, man. You're of a certain age like we are, and the fact that you weren't afraid, like I couldn't do it, man. I don't even want to play flag football. So tackle is crazy.
Yeah, it's a nice feel. Like you just gotta fall right. You gotta. When you're in that moment, you got to. Like I said, I just bought a skateboard. I was telling you, I got a skateboard, man, the other day. And had a couple bruises.
I just popped my knee in the socket.
Were you playing free safety?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I played linebacker through middle school and outside linebacker in high school and running back. I wasn't that great at running back, but
yeah,
I love defense. And
that's what I'm saying. Now though, what are you?
What you mean?
Yeah.
Still the same thing. No, I like outside linebacker. I keep the middle. Still keep it going. You know what I mean? I'm short, and people going to underestimate me, and then it get slammed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just never been into it, man. That was one sport that I just never played, man.
And then as adults, I'm not trying to hurt nobody. Ain't nobody trying to get hurt.
Of course.
I'll take you down. I'm not trying to kill you. I'm trying to. People got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
shit, better had your sick time up.
So like what's for our listeners here, some aren't necessarily familiar with Philadelphia. So you mentioned kind of the perception of the fans, and you also just mentioned some of the culture that you grew up in. Like, what's Philadelphia's culture now? Like, as you look at it now, like in 2019, just from what you see, and
I don't feel like a lot has changed. The internet has changed some things, like I feel like nowadays, since the internet brings everybody closer together, and people are using different slang. You know what I'm saying? Like people outside of Philly are saying John and Ball a lot more. You know what I'm saying? I go to Philly a lot. I don't live there anymore, but I'm there like every other month. Not a lot has changed, in terms of like the way people think and just the Philly way. None of that has changed. You know what I'm saying? People still a little hostile, and I still love Philly.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Phil can attest to that too.
Yeah,
we still got spitters. The rap scene is still cool. We still got a lot of ill rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been rocking with Dark Low lately.
Yeah,
he put some ill videos out. He been rapping from a certain dark perspective that's like it's real dark. Like it's so dark it sounds like he should be in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds like he be saying not wishing prison on nobody, but
I know. But
he speak. I like that. I like that perspective that he speaks from. I feel like it's different. Nobody's brought that energy. You know what I'm saying? The way
it's definitely authentic, and I mean, anybody's familiar with his story and OBH and whatnot. Mm-hmm. Like yeah.
It's just I like I like that he paints a picture. He paints a real dark picture, and it's crazy. And it's lyrical.
He's an intelligent dude too. Like I mean, like again, like that may sound funny to hear someone say, but a lot of times when you hear someone speak about a certain type of lifestyle, he also like brings a little bit of a different perspective, intelligence wise too.
Yeah,
man. Shout out to OBH and the homie Sign, too. Man, the city is just so unique in the sense that you could have Uzi at the same time you have Meek, at the same time you have somebody like a Dark Low, and then you have like dudes that's up and coming. You got like King Shams, shout out to Shams, and Azan from Dead Wrong, and
Sean Smith, by the way, one of the sickest.
Yeah. Those a lot of people might have knew him as
Young Savage,
but Sean Smith is crazy on the mic. You may have heard him on Sway in the Morning. Tore that thing down.
Mad Squabbles, I seen him kill it.
Squabbles is one of our favorite dudes. RJ Payne. A lot of people heard him on K Slay. He street sweep that thing up. But yeah, so definitely shout out to the whole city. Del P is another MC out of the city that's just so many different styles, but they all are uniquely Philadelphia.
Definitely gotta give a shout to Tierra Whack too.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Mentioning just like being nice and up and coming. Definitely.
And these are. I mean, we can, of course, we can. You know, there's one guy that we can. I mean, he's like the big joker, so we don't. There's no need to mention him. We already know what it is, but we'll just say shout out to the best MC in the world. I mean,
you see how everybody tried to start doing 10-minute freestyles now?
Oh yeah, well, you knew that was going to happen.
It's just not the same, though, man.
Yeah. That's corny, man. Let's do what you was going to do before he did that.
Yeah. Do that verse on your iPhone.
When you actually listen to him, like you don't even like, because like one of the things, because we're rap nerds, like I like to listen to like breath control and like listen to like where a person took their breath when they said a certain like verse.
Yeah,
yo, you can't do that with him. Like you don't like with that whole freestyle 10 minutes. Like you don't even hear him taking breaths.
Yeah, I think he figured out like a way to like breathe while you rap and inhale while you rap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's incredible.
Like that's another thing that just puts him puts Black Thought on a different plane, is because it's just like the not just the lyrical part, even just the performing part of MCing, but he's mastered also just like the technical stuff too.
I'm gonna tell you something even iller than the 10-minute freestyle at Flex. 2 weeks later, the Roots are in Maryland. Shout out to the homie Brandon. You know from GBC vibe.
Yeah.
And he said that he did the entire freestyle live, word for word, in no changes or anything, word for word, the same way he did it on Flex.
And as Flex
the
said,
whole 10 minutes,
one take
live.
Yeah,
so
that's like the stuff of like folklore.
The fact that he even remembered it, I mean, is crazy. Like just the capacity to rap for 10 minutes straight with actual, quality bars that have substance.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there was names,
some of those references and stuff you got to go get your Googles on.
Yeah, you gotta get your Encyclopedia Britannica. But no, like, I mean, Black Thought. I mean, of course, like, hey, I was going to ask y'all. What are y'all, and me and you talked about this a little bit, Vod, the Mount Rushmore songs for Philly. If you had to pick four songs that represent the city.
Yeah, we've talked about this one before.
Yeah. Geez, what you starting with?
I'm probably going to change this later. I'm going to probably be walking down the street and be like, damn, I should have said this. But right off rip, I'm going to say PSK.
Okay.
That's one.
Summertime.
That's two.
What We Do. Freeway, What We Do.
Yeah.
That's in the running.
I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm going to perfect. I'm going to tell you. Because
I think Phil and I had those two, and then I think we kind of were on the fence with one, and then one was just a wild card. But those two that you named so far,
the first two,
we both, all three of us, we had a consensus on that. What We Do is definitely in the running.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of something from back in the day that represent Philly. It's like Summertime just comes to mind.
Yeah,
like,
of course, those. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that song is just strictly Philadelphia. After that, I don't know. Like maybe some. I'm thinking of something from the Roots. Like I don't know, because it's like I think of these, like when I think of the Roots, I think of whole projects. I don't just think of like the songs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I put a whole album right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I put a whole album in that category.
Things fall apart.
Uh,
Or Illadelph Half-Life would probably be, but all right. So
go
ahead.
I was about to say, if I can't like think of a specific root song, because I would probably just have to pick whatever their most popular joints is. So probably like,
You got me with
the
biggest.
Yeah, I don't want to put that there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put that there.
It's tough to put it between those. So Phil, so all right, PSK
for sure.
Yeah,
Started gangster rap.
Oh. You can put a youngsters joint there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hip Hop Ride.
Yeah, Hip Hop Ride was my shit. Like, that's probably their best record. You know what I'm saying?
I like I Make You Famous. That's probably my favorite joint they did.
Ooh, yeah.
Mad Props was crazy.
Shout out to my prom date who was in the video.
But no, I don't know. I was out. They was from my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm trying to. I would have to think. I got to think more on that.
That's a good 3 though.
Yeah. So
PSK has to be there. Summertime, of course, has to be there. Jeez, Dreams and Nightmares intro, because it was times like this I used to rhyme like this.
I could go with that. Because that's what.
I mean, because if you ask anybody that
song's
that's
a phenomenon, man.
Yeah, yo, like they play that joint at the Super Bowl. Like, so.
Yeah.
And it's synonymous with the city now. Like I was here in Virginia in a club. Don't ask me why I was there. I think I was there because I was trying to interview Trina. But anyway, I seen a whole club just stop what they doing and do that whole verse, just like word for word. It's not a club song. I mean, until you get to the second part. You know, with a beat change.
That's what makes it so ill too.
I know, but that whole long, piano part just. I did songs with Mariah. It's like yo, like they really are.
Yeah,
like they were singing it like I seen old niggas singing it, crying, and like
yo. I played that record in different places in the world, and it goes up everywhere.
That's what I'm saying, and like
I'll go with that. I agree with that one.
And then for like the reason why what we do seems like it should be a no brainer. But it got Jay on there, which makes it like
you can say
Philly song. It's like 2/3 Philly.
Do you remember the mixtape version when it came out on the Best of Freeway before Philadelphia Freeway came out, and it was and What We Do Was Wrong. It was just free on that joint.
Yeah, and that's true.
It was a couple elements that wasn't in the beat, so I'm gonna pick that one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I can rock with that. That's
fair. I mean, again, this is your Mount Rushmore.
So my fourth one. This is like when you pick your top 5 rappers. That fifth spot has always got like 50 people in it. So my fourth one, it would. I feel like I would be doing a disservice to the Roots to not have one of their songs on there. But then I think about My Part of Town. My Part of Town is like synonymous with the city before a lot of these songs that we talked about. So, and being from the part of town where I'm from, it just fitting. That was like the anthem. So I'm leaning towards My Part of Town. Then I thought about Rock the Mic, because Rock the Mic was huge and that's Beans and Free. But my final answer is My Part of Town, Tough Crew.
I don't think niggas don't know that record outside of Philly like that.
I know, but I don't care.
No way. No.
It's. I mean, of course not. But
that's like you saying, you remember Shadacious? I'm gonna put my thing down.
I'm gonna put my thing down. Got to put my thing down. yo, I haven't heard that name in forever, yo.
And it was a whole bunch of shit like that. That was like
like the Fat Cats,
the Philly Dance
Force.
Yeah,
the Crown Rulers, even though they was from Camden.
Yeah,
kick the ball. It was like, but pause.
But this is funny.
But no, My Part of Town is like that. Just that like people that when they hear that song, the visceral reaction from niggas from Philly, old niggas from Philly, especially when they hear that, is like something like it's like spiritual. It's like hearing I don't even. I was trying to think. It's like hearing like Go-Go in DC. That's the only thing I could kind of equate it to.
If I play that at a party in Philly, an old nigga gonna come talk my head off and shit. If I play my part of town at a party,
he gonna tell you that Ice Dog was his celly and all that. Yeah, I mean his Cody. Yeah, man. No, but my part of town is it just has is that's a special. That's that's a home team pick.
yeah.
You know what I mean, what you got, Bot?
No, initially when I said it, I kind of went with kind of the same thing where I was just like, I mean, not everybody is gonna rock with my answer, and what we do was up there, but I feel like just from what I've seen in the parties that I've been to outside of Philly, Flip Side.
Oh yeah,
like that. Woo! Like
stop for me, mommy.
Like I have seen DJs run that back for like 30 seconds and just like seeing the level of the party go up when that's
a huge B-boy song too. Like with the breaker and
and again, I mean it's kind of like niche just because like not everybody knows who PD Crack is, and a lot of people know who Freeway is, but it definitely just defined a certain era of rap where like Philly had its moment, just like Houston had its moment, just like Oakland had its moment. It was like,
yeah, I ain't mad at that when they both off the Philadelphia Freeway album.
Yeah, which is a kind of like a cult classic in some respects.
I love Free, man. Like just his grind. Like shout out to him, man, for everything he's going through health wise. Fighting the good fight. Had a kidney transplant. That dude is still
so
early.
but if we were to just probably just take votes, like
it would be all over the place.
But PSK and Summertime they would probably be like 90%.
Some people would say You Got Me. The Truth would probably get some votes. I mean,
The Truth was one of the illest songs, man.
Yeah,
we was talking about that the other day.
In the booth.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So
1,000 bars, that you got to throw a little asterisk on that. I mean, because it wasn't really technically a song.
Crew Love, you got Crew Love.
Yo, it's so many Beans joints like that you. I mean, I AK Banana for Keys Like a Janitor. 2 clips, Double Impact, Van Damme. I mean, the figures. I mean, like they had a crazy buzz in the city. I mean, to the point where they were almost on Rockefeller, and a couple things happened to where they end up being state property, and then everything that caused that spawned from that, But that summer of what was that? The 99, 98, because it's summer 98. They were 97 and 98, as a matter of fact.
Yeah,
they were everywhere in the city. Like that's all you heard was when the beef's on, you start bucking like Keyshawn. that whole Best of Figures mixtape.
Like with groups being non-existent now, like I guess I don't know if we've talked to you since Griselda has really been popping like that. How you feel about Griselda?
Oh no, I'm fans of them. I'm fans of them. I'm a fan of 38 Special also, and I'm last year I was rocking with Fleet Lord. Everybody jumping on Fleet Lord now. I was rocking with Fleet Lord because my man.
You one of the first people that told me about him.
My man, Bless from Hampton, is making his beats. Well, he's from Chicago. He went to Hampton University with us, and
shout out to
what I'm saying. I worked with a bunch of projects with him back in the day. And I, every time I'm in Atlanta, I holla at Bless, and he's always playing me crazy beats, and he's probably one of my favorite producers that's my friends. You know what I'm saying? People that I know.
Yeah.
And we had an ill album back in the day. Endangered Species was the group. And they had the self-titled album, and that was like a Hampton classic back in the day that everybody had.
Definitely.
And Yeah, and yeah, Bless is always sending me music. So maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, Bless sent me. We were in Chicago. No, so we was in California on the way to DJ at a prison, perform at a prison, right?
Yeah. Oh shit!
And Bless hit me up and sent me a song
Bars.
that Prodigy Prodigy rapped on one of his beats. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I was happy for him at that moment. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have people rap on his beats, but he just sent me a Prodigy, and you know he's working with Prodigy, and I guess that was through Flea Lord actually. You know what I mean? Because Flea Lord was Prodigy's man, and on one of Flea Lord's albums, he got Prodigy rapping on there. So I was probably rocking with Flea Lord for maybe 2 years probably, and I like it. Yeah, he spit the grimy, violent crime rap that I want to hear, and you know what I'm saying. I like his voice because it's mad grimy, and he was saying he got a nice flow, and all the beats crazy. And then he dropped 2 projects last year that I really liked, and he just dropped an album a couple weeks ago, and got everybody from Griselda on it. And I've been rocking with West Side Gun for 3 years now, and Benny the Butcher, Conway. I'm starting to like Benny the Butcher the most. I feel like all of them had their run where I was like, he the hottest. He the hottest of the group. Oh, Conway is killing it now. You know what I'm saying? Now Benny is like everybody looking at Benny. I like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Benny's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. I think he's kind of really showed just I think initially it looked like he's their man and he can rap too, but just seeing him over the past
be Big Noit, you know.
Yeah, I mean, to an extent, but definitely over the past year for sure. It's oh no, this dude is sick.
Talk 3 is crazy, man.
I really like Keisha Plum. She was saying crazy.
That does the poems.
Yeah. She said something on Flea Lord album. She said some shit on Flea Lord album that made me shed a couple tears and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I had to run the whole shit back. I'm really happy about all of that shit. I like the way they moving with their music. You gotta buy their music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Phil be getting it some way somehow. But
hey man, you gotta know people, man.
Philify, man. Philify.
Yeah,
man.
There was some shit I was looking for from Conway. Yeah, Conway had an album. I can't even find no more. He had a joint with Pete Rock, and that was on one of them albums. I was trying to get that. I don't have it. You know, I ain't trying to pay for music. I pay for music every once in a while, but I don't know.
You know where to get it. You're already talking to the source right there.
Yeah, I mean, I support people's projects, but
I
just had a couple questions. If you buy something off, because I got iTunes, so if you buy some shit that's private, I don't want to have to sync the shit up because I hate that sync shit on Apple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And one of the things I try to do, I try to buy it directly from the artist if I can, versus buying it on iTunes or any of the digital platforms. If I can buy it directly from them, it's hard as hell to try to get some of those Griselda vinyls because they do limited pressings and then they sell out super quick. It's like a sneaker release almost. I mean, that's by design too. It's great marketing by them. But I definitely try to support certain people like Benny. I had to go out and buy his joint. I found it. I found a CD. I bought a fucking CD of an album that I know every word to.
I'll buy a vinyl before I buy a CD.
I mean, as you should. I mean, I would have nowhere to play a vinyl at this point. I keep saying I'm gonna get a turntable in here because I love the way vinyl sounds. Yeah, I feel bad not having one. I actually got some at the house in Philly. I need to go get them actually. Some Technique 1200s at the house. They don't even make them. Do they still make them?
Yeah, they just started.
They re-upped.
Yeah, they came back. A couple years ago they stopped, and then they came out with a joint, the 1200G, and that shit was like 3,000. They came out with the GR that was like 2,000. Then they just came out with the MK7, and that's on pre-order now, and that's coming out soon.
Yep.
I want it, but it's it's $1,000 for that joint.
Yeah, this ain't none of them.
Pioneer bastardized that and made their own version. It's, I mean, literally just like it.
Yeah.
It's like 600, I think.
It's like the PS 600.
But but seriously though, they were just
wow.
y'all don't want to make it.
Okay. We got it from here, Jay. Damn.
Yeah, like if you look at it from across the room, you really gotta like look at it and then like go up on it and see that it's not it, because they definitely like took the whole. It's like a Chrysler 300.
I've used it. I wouldn't say that because it has get technical, nerdy about DJing. It has more torque than the 1200. You know what I'm saying? And it has a lot of new qualities that make it iller. But I'm just like, I'm stubborn, and I want the 1200s. You know what I'm saying? Because I bought a 1200 in '96 when I worked at the pizza store. So I still want to just stick to that brand. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different companies that make turntables and got iller turntables with different buttons that are digital that link up with the Serato. And you know what I'm saying? All of that is cool. They got the Rain 12s, and it's really just a controller that looks like a turntable with no needle.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's
it has the vinyl on it, and I'm contemplating, should I get that or should I get the 12, the new 12? Because the new 12 is all black and it's real sexy, and if you bring that to a party and DJs know, now you look like the man. Like, he got the black 12, he got the new joints, you know what I'm saying? But
if you know.
Yeah. And it's cool. And but it's a lot of DJ equipment I want, and I had a bunch of the controllers. I sold some of my controllers, but I still got the SB3, and I don't know if y'all know anything about none of that, but
I don't. I'm sure Vibe probably do. Nada.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm always buying different DJ equipment anyway. So I probably get the Rain 12s. That's the newest thing.
Nah, they're amazing though.
Yeah, I've used them one time. I went to the Serato headquarters in Brooklyn, and they let me test out all the new equipment, and that was.
I saw when you posted the joint from the Serato headquarters.
Yeah, I gotta get back up there so they could post it on their Instagram. You know what I'm saying? But
let me ask you, what you listening to right now?
Like I said, I'm gonna look on my phone real quick. That Flea Lord album, Gets Greater Later. That's my favorite joint right now. I'm bumping the El Camino joint, Don't Eat the Fruit. I like that. This Wiz Khalifa and Currency, 2009.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I told y'all, man, Wiz is the. They was talking about this Mount Rushmore of the new dudes, and they was talking about. They was talking about Kendrick, Cole, Drake, and who else is the fourth person. And to say those people before you say Wiz is absurd to me, man. And everybody got I'm whatever. It is what it is, man. Like we probably had this conversation before, but
we did.
I'm not the biggest Kendrick Lamar fan. I don't really know what he was talking about sometimes. It just some of his stuff goes over my head. I don't know if that's because of my intelligence level or whatever it is. I'm saying I don't know what he be talking about half the time. I only like Good Kid, Mad City.
You don't like Section 80?
No, I didn't like Section 80. I thought it was all right. It was all right. It was like a 7.5.
Shame.
Me. Everybody liked Section 80. I remember when it came out. I seen it perform at Hampton. I didn't even really like his performance. He does ill stuff now. He burns everybody up when he gets on songs, except that one J. Cole joint. He let J. Cole get him. He could have got J. Cole, but he started doing the singing stuff. But he usually burns people up when he's on a song. You know what I'm saying? And he could spit, but I felt like Damn was copying off of Undone. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
Okay.
The whole concept was Undone. That was the Undone concept. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's a fact.
And I don't really know what he be talking about in them songs. You know what I'm saying? Cole, my favorite Cole project is Friday Night Lights. He always come with albums and Forest Hills Drive. That's all I like. You know what I'm saying? Born Sinner was cool, but he always like go left somewhere on his albums. It'd be some bangers that he just go left. You know what I'm saying? It's like.
So what does Wiz do though?
Wiz got the most classic albums and mixtapes, and and he just raps about smoking weed.
You gonna hit me with B Yog and B Jerv and Kurt with the cushion orange juice.
No, like he got a couple joints before cushion orange juice that people don't talk about. Like cushion orange juice is the cliche thing to say, right? Prince, when I first heard Prince, I was telling somebody this the other day. When I first heard Prince of the City 2, I was like, yo, this shit is fucking amazing. Like, what the fuck? Like, just that mixtape. That's when I became a Wiz fan. And then everything else after that was crazy. And his albums, he was like, nah, it's the label. You know, they got to make him do them weird songs.
Yeah.
But his mixtapes just be crazy. Like, it feel like, you know, if you're in a place that you can smoke weed legally, his weed is like, it's like weed, you know what I'm saying? Like it enhances the weed when you listen to Wiz, you know what I'm saying? It enhances the weed. He can flow, you know what I'm saying? He got them commercial joints.
He can flow.
He definitely has a flow.
All he raps about is smoking weed, getting chicks, and getting money, and it's like that's all positive energy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a positive dude. He's rapping
I can't front on that. Yeah. I mean, but you just don't do it for the boy, man.
Yeah, you don't smoke weed.
Well, there's that. So
yeah, so I don't think you will relate to Wiz. And it's like, he did numbers. He don't have to do numbers. He could come out with projects, and they got the cult following. He does have.
But I don't punch niggas in the face just for living it. But the infamous is my shit. You know what I mean? So and you know, I mean, it's just certain shit that just it's one of the cliche phrase. It ain't for me.
Yeah,
that's Wiz is the definition of it ain't for me.
And yeah, I think a lot of the shit he's done has been real innovative, and a lot of people copied it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I will agree with that. And he's definitely been. He's
created a whole subgenre.
Yeah, he's a lot. He's the father to a lot of these young boys.
Like
now,
when he first came out, his niche was rapping on like white pop records, on like spitting on pop records. Like Cushion Orange Juice got a couple joints like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the We're Done record and the Say Yeah joint. And it still had a little bit of like ghetto-ness to it, like a little bit of hood to it, even though it's a white pop record, you know what I'm saying? So it's like bringing in two different crowds, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And no, I just think out of everybody that they're naming, he has the most projects. Whether we disagree or agree, I'm saying that he has the most classic. He got at least 6 classic mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Prince of the City 2, Burn After Rolling, Flight School, Cushion Orange Juice, Taylor All the Dice. What's the other joint? Cabin Fever 1 and 2. Cabin Fever was crazy. Cabin Fever
1 and 2 vibe. 1 and 2.
We just missing out, man. But again, we all have that person like that. Like you got, you got people where I'm just like, all right, that's cool. And same thing here.
And look, half of y'all friends say the same thing.
That part is true.
Yeah, that's true.
All of our mutual friends say the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? So
but half our mutual friends, they on cloud 11.
Yeah, that's the it's all about like the oscillation and vibrations of the shit that's resonating.
You sound like Z Science Project right now.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just the wavelengths and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a different wavelength. Like literally, you got to be up there to be on to get those waves. You know what I'm saying?
I can dig it, man.
Yeah, man. Well, this is episode 215. Wiz is from over there, so we go bring it back to the city.
All right, no doubt.
Who in the city? We talked about some of the top songs. Who in the city is like? Who do you think best represents the city as far as like an artist, like through their music? Like if you had to pick somebody that embodied Philadelphia, like who was Mr. Philadelphia? I know Meek calls himself that, but who would you consider that to be?
I've always considered to be Beanie Siegel. You know what I'm saying? Like when I think of Beanie Siegel, I just think of row houses. Like I think of South Philly. You know what I'm saying? I think of just coming over that bridge. You know what I mean? Like
no, I agree 100%. He is, to me, he's the embodiment of Philadelphia. Like when I see him, what I hear is music. Like we were talking about this in our group chat earlier this week. Like when Beans is in pain, yo, everybody feels it. Yo, like
and I get mad when niggas talk about like nigga, I'll fuck you up for even bringing that shit up to me, man. Like I feel like you're trying to play me by talking about Beans and shit. Beans.
I have found myself taking it personal when people talk about Beans like he not nice.
Yeah, like a nigga the other day asked me because I was at this DJ thing, and the dude said, "Who's better, Beans in his prime or Meek in his prime?" And I'm like,
"What? It's not even close, man."
Yeah, I was like, that's not even a question. Like, that's a young boy question. Like,
but wait, what's prime Meek though?
I don't know. Now probably prime Meek. Yeah.
Like he's not better than losses to today, right? Like that's prime Meek.
Yeah, and he's not better than
DC4. You're saying from DC
Beans.
So if we just go by the past 3 projects, right? We just say, all right, if you just start his prime from DC4, you go to wins and losses, and then you go to championships, and then you go back to Beans, and you say, okay, what's his prime? And not necessarily talking about albums, or if you just talk about time frame. If you talk about like pre the truth, like Adrenaline,
98,
Crew Love, like
the Best of Beanie mixtape. That mixtape alone.
Yeah, like just pre truth. So if you take 98, 99, you take the truth, you take the reason, you take state property, just that little 3 or 4 year run compared to this, it's not really
and then
close.
All the features,
paid in full. No, what was that Home of Philly joint? Was that paid in full?
Yeah, that's paid in full.
Paid in full mixtape.
The Dynasty. His joints on there. The shit he did with Jay on his albums. I mean, there's a ton of. He did In the Club.
I would give Beans. I would give Beans an 8 to 10 year run. Like
like from like 98 to about 06. Then it started.
It started to get low.
Like what's the joint with Feel It in the Air?
That's Becoming.
Yeah. So like from
that was like 05.
Yeah, so like I would say 98 to 05 would be prime Beans, like where he was just because Feel It in the Air is that shit. That nigga said.
I feel like
spider sense is tingling, yo.
I feel like Beanie Siegel put the city on a map in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like
100% agree.
Like there's always been like evil people in Philly that I feel like they just bad people. You know what I'm saying? Like some people I grew up with and people that I had negative interactions with, and just like, why are these people like this? Why are these people so bad? Like the energy is just so negative. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he captured that in a way that like you could see that. And you can fear it, you know what I'm saying? It's like the character that he played in what was that movie? Not State Property too, but
the shit with Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Paper Soldiers. Like I know people like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like just bullies, like bad guy bullies and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Street bully, man.
Yeah, he embodied that. Like he ain't had to act. That's him. And I know a lot of people like that, and that represents a certain dude in Philly, like a person you don't want to mess with or even be around, man. You know,
like you said, kind of humanize it a little bit to the point where you can kind of really put your if you're not from there, you can kind of relate. And I think too, him being with Jay, him being able to kind of put that on such a huge platform. Yeah, like that Money Cash Hoes remix. Like, come on, man. Like that's iconic, man.
I
don't know if y'all know the verse by heart, but Keep Dealing on Push's album.
Yeah.
He destroyed that joint.
I don't know the verse by heart, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And he had the I just got out of the hospital voice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he still like destroyed that joint, man. Like, so he still got it, and he's forever going to be one of them dudes. And whatever interview I was watching, to found out that him and Black Thought was in a group back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like those two are like the illest of Philadelphia history of all time. Like
they are the bookends for Philadelphia in terms of MC. Like they are both quintessential Philadelphia, but they're totally different in terms of. And it's funny, they can talk about the same exact shit, but the way that they do it is so different. Thought is like I would equate them to like if you had like two brothers and one went to college and the other one went to jail.
Yeah,
that's how they would be. Yeah, I mean, but they were still like the same dude. They still hung out. They still got along. They just went their own separate ways. And I mean,
and the one that went to college got locked up for a couple of little petty little things.
Yeah. He did dirt with it.
He still had some. His
brother that went to jail took the rap for him. I mean, yeah, but like it's crazy though. Like that they're from like basically the same neighborhood. I mean, and two of the best to ever do it when you get down to it.
Yeah, let me ask y'all a question. What's your favorite number one Roots album? What's your favorite Roots album? Number one.
I don't even have to think about it.
For me,
go ahead, Phil.
For me, it's Things Fall Apart.
Okay.
With right on the heels is It'll Dove Half-Life.
That's my favorite.
Yo, mine, it changes, but right now it's Phrenology is my favorite shit. Like that shit is
Phrenology was ill.
It was.
That shit is just like
that's the joint with water on there, right?
Yeah.
Water's on there.
Yeah.
It's
Complexity.
Break You Off.
Break You Off. Is Star on there?
No,
Stars on the next joint.
Yeah, the next one.
Not Undone. No.
Tipping Point.
Tipping Point. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Phrenology because it's like that shit just reminds me of like just a straight. That's the most jammingest one to me. Like some of the albums is like dark, like Things Fall Apart is kind of dark. You know what I'm saying? Phrenology just remind me of like when I seen the Roots when they was on South Street when I was young and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, and that's when they brought in. What's the dude with the guitar? I never remember his name.
Kurt.
Yeah, Kurt. That's Captain when they brought him in. Yeah,
he just dropped the album. Shout out to Kurt.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then one of my favorite Roots joints that it's not even an album is Dilla joints.
Oh yeah.
Like that's got me through at certain points in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there ain't even no rapping on there. And that's just them playing. It just shows you like it's not rap, but it's still hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like
absolutely.
It's a band and they're replaying some shit that a dude made on an MP or whatever you made it on, you know. And it just sounds like that. Some of them songs didn't sound exactly like the song, but some of them sound like I'm really listening to a Dilla instrumental. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man. The best of the Roots that J Period did. That joint is crazy. It had Thought rap it off of Nas's Like, and they had J Period always do the crazy remixes. He mixed in like Lauryn Hill into the joint. Big L got mixed into the joint, but it's just a great showcase of how talented Black Thought is, and just like how diverse the Roots sound is.
Yeah,
I mean, so
yeah, and everybody always dishes and then you shot your cousin, but I was really feeling that one too when that came out.
I liked the concept of it. I thought the execution of it wasn't where I wanted it to be, but I enjoyed it too.
Yeah, I did not like it at all. That or Undone. This copped them and never listened to them.
You ain't like Undone?
Nah.
I love Undone.
I love Undone.
But again, I mean, How I Got Over came out, and I was just in that mode, like, man, like Thought, like he's just getting better and better with age. Like, oh man, another
Rising Down
coming out.
Rising Down is a joint too that you slept on, I think.
But then when I played Undone, I'm just like, it just wasn't what I was expecting. But I'm just stubborn like that.
So maybe like a couple years after the Undone, I was just listening to it because I liked all of the songs on there. There's probably one song. The song I like the least is the I Remember joint on the album, but I don't know how I just realized like, yo, this is a story going backwards. You know what I'm saying? And then I started trying to Google it and find it out, and I was like, yo, that's a crazy concept. I think it was like it was a flat line at a certain point, and then it was like a baby cry at the end of the joint.
Yeah.
And I'm just listening to the stories, and it sounded like they rapping about drug dealers and drug stories. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they're telling the story of a dude from death to birth, and why he had to hustle, and how he became a man. and how he got killed. And I was just like, and they was also talking about Philadelphia and how that made, you know what I'm saying, like the way dude grew up, and it was just like, yo, this shit is genius. This is like beyond genius. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't know that. People to this day don't know that. I know people that are Roots fans that don't know that shit was a fucking story about a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? And then
he had a name. I can't remember the character that they were rapping about had a name.
I know. I'm like, his name's not Roscoe. Why is that stuck in my head?
And there were also like videos. There was a video that was a shootout. And Make My was a video of a shootout. If you watch Make My video, like that shit is like crazy. It's dark as fuck.
Redford Stevens.
Yeah, so and they had a whole bunch of little like little videos, like they was gonna make a video for all the songs.
Yeah,
I think they may have, but it was like, if y'all watch that again, the video to Make My is crazy.
I have to go back and peep that.
It's mad violent. You know, it's like, yeah, it's a crazy shootout. Like somebody run up in a row house. You know what I'm saying? It's a dude is waiting. It's like he's waiting for somebody to run up in there.
Oh man!
And then they start shooting it out, and it's crazy. And it
sounds just like Philly.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, like Phil said, man, this is episode 215. We had an opportunity to chop it up with our brother DJ Rick G's.
Yeah.
Before we head towards the end of the episode, Phil, just what have we not discussed right now? What do we need to talk to G's about?
Club McDonald's. No. No, man. No, man. That's that good old
I don't think Club McDonald's is like that no more.
It's not. It's definitely not. No, it's probably an artisanal cheese shop now. The way
it's still there. It's still there, but people don't post up like that. And
they shut that shit down.
The concept of the let out ain't a thing no more. You know what I'm saying? The let out. You know what I mean?
The let out is online now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But no, man. Just talking to we hopefully we got. I think by the time everybody hears this episode, we got some heat holder radios to take care of. We should have already had one, but that's on me. Had to take care of some shit at the crib, so we will get y'all new heat holder radios. Don't be mad at Rick G's. That's on me. Yeah, man. Other than the Turntable Institute, you got something in the water coming up. Well, what do you have going on, G's?
Yeah, mainly just teaching DJing on the radio, DJing events. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty.
Well, tell the people how they can find you,
yo. Hit me up on DJ Rick G's on Instagram. My Gmail is the best way to hit me up at djrickgs@gmail.com. Don't send me no songs on social media. I'm not listening to nothing on that, man. Like, I'm just sick of it. It's like it's whack. DMing me a song on social media is whack. Like, I hate that. Don't DM me no music. You know what I'm saying? Email me some music. If you email me some music, I'm gonna listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Don't put no paragraphs in it. Just put the song, the artist name, hyphen the name of the song. Whether it's clean, dirty.
You want no words or nothing, man. Come on, just come with the link.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah. Have a graphic, like the graphic and the name and the song. That's the best way.
The man is telling you how to get your music heard. So
that was $1,000 worth of game right there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut that section out, and I'm
that.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna post that one. I'm gonna try to save y'all some rejection and my man some grief from y'all hitting him with these 88 non-focused random bars.
Yeah.
DJRickG's.com.
DJRickG's.com is where you could listen to all my mixes, my Mixcloud, Mixcloud.com/RickG's. And you shoot me an email if you're interested in me DJing an event for you. Yeah, hit me on my Instagram or hit me in Gmail. Don't tweet me nothing either. I don't be looking at Twitter like that.
Yo, it's long overdue for us to actually do an event, and that's one of the things that I'm hoping we can get done in the next 12 months. So I'm gonna say it on the show. So Be on the lookout for tissue in the tape / DJ Rick G's / whatever else we can get to help sponsor our event. Phil.
Yeah. I'm trying to have mad logos like a Def Jam album from the 90s.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
have all the logos on there. But man, you know what it is, man. This is just three old friends just shooting the shit about Philly hip hop and a whole bunch of other stuff. And this is episode 215. Shout out to all the listeners. This is the hip hop show that actually talks about hip hop music. So just take that how you want. And before we get out of here, I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's ever made music from the city, from Eve to Bahamadia to the Task Force to remember early in the game, that was the shit. Remember?
Yeah.
Non-Brigade, the 215 Assassins. Shout out to everybody, man.
My favorite dude back in the day was the man they called Lux.
Man, they call hey, interesting enough, that's where that comes from, Vibe. YXY, if you know why.
Oh no, trust me, I'm familiar.
Shout out to the man they call Lux. And yeah, man, the whole entire city. I don't know how I feel about Questlove making veggie based cheesesteaks, but you know, if you like it, I love it.
Yeah.
You know, if it actually tastes like beef, why the fuck not? I can't see that being legit, but you know, I had to try for myself.
Big shout out to Jimmy G's on Broad Street because he got the lamb cheesesteaks. Them Jones is crazy.
Oh shit. Yo, lamb?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Yo, it's a vibe, man. The last time I was at G's house, he was iron chefing lamb chops. I mean, it just looked amazing. And it was funny because I had just grilled lamb.
Okay.
Like that's like, you know, I felt like I was doing something. Yeah, man.
It's the most delicious animal.
Black sheep.
Yeah.
Hey, we hit y'all with everything, man. Fat Boy Delights on Tissue to Tape. But on that note, man, shout out to DJ Rick G's once again, man.
Thanks for having me.
Always, man. You know, hopefully we'll get together and bless the people with something to coincide with this episode. And on that note, Vod, how we gonna do this, baby?
Man, live for the love.
Almost. Yeah, I tried to throw you the oop, man. You
I was like homeboy from Central Florida, man.
Man. You was like Johnny Dawkins' son.
All right, check this out. Work for the money, live for the love, and die for what you believe in. This is Tissue in the Tape. Respect heat holders.
Young boy.
Pussy.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.